all realize that we need to get off our phones more often, but we don't. And here's why. And I'm going to tell you how my story personally happened and how I realized that my phone was an addiction, how I overcame that addiction, what my strategy was, what happened after my strategy worked, and the unexpected side effects. But here we go. I don't want to waste your time. I want to get this done as quick as possible. So, my story starts with me watching 15 hours of content on my phone, either playing video games on YouTube, doing something important, sure, sometimes, but no reason to have 15 hours of content. And I realized I was addicted. And that's what I want to get through to all of us. Facebook, YouTube, these companies are designed to keep you hypnotized on their content. And you have to realize that. You can't say to yourself, I can keep the app on my phone and be wise and mature about this. They will hijack your brain. I ended up watching 15 hours of content. And I thought about it for a second. What on earth am I spending 15 hours on? And I realized I'm watching videos. Sure, sometimes in my sleep I'm listening to music and everything. But I was watching way too much. Some of it, sure, I can excuse. I was AFK farming on Minecraft. I wasn't actually on my phone 2-3 hours here or there. Here's the point though. I do not need to be on my phone for 15 hours. I didn't. And I started having a lot of problems with it. I didn't even realize. But I said, you know what? I really just don't need to be on my phone. And I've been struggling this with a year, 2 years. It was really annoying the life out of me. So one night I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to start deleting apps. Here's the category for you. Here's note number 1. Category of apps you need to get rid of. Category 1, entertainment. Entertainment does not need to be on your phone. I tried several different methods. I tried all the different practices and everything. I tried putting timers and alerts on my phone. I tried all these fancy things. It didn't work. Here's what worked. I deleted all the apps that I considered were entertainment. Here's the list. This is the list for me so you guys can kind of get an understanding. YouTube, Facebook, Safari, Minecraft. I'll say it again. YouTube, Facebook, Safari, Minecraft. And here's why, right? And some of them are obvious. Minecraft, that's a video game. It's entertainment. I'd end up spending a lot of time. But do you know what that cost me? On Pocket Edition Minecraft, I had that world that you saw in that last video. It was a big world. I spent lots of hours on it. I deleted it. You have to be serious about it. I'm not trying to say I'm so great or anything. I mean, it's a game. I ended up deleting it. Okay? I have Minecraft on my computer. I'll get to that in a minute. Next thing I did is YouTube and Facebook. They came out with shorts. They got way too addicted. I said, you know what? On my computer, I'm not getting rid of these things out of my life. I'm not sacrificing these things out of my life. I'm just not going to have them on my phone. My phone is for texting and calling people and a few other tools I can't live without these days, like GPS. And so I just got rid of those apps. And I think I got rid of my email and Gmail, but that's a different story. I just deleted those because I don't use them on my phone. But Safari. Safari for me was a lot of bad habits. Porn, logging into my Facebook account and logging into YouTube because I didn't have the apps anymore. So I deleted that too. I knew what I was going to do with it. I didn't need to do it. I had way too easy access to things I didn't need to have access to in the first place, and it was killing me. So I deleted that. Again, I have Safari on my computer if I need to use it for something. I don't need to have it in my hand every single second of the day. And I did find an alternative because I do have a few questions I need to ask. And that's Copilot. Now, you already heard me rant about Copilot, but pretty much it's a porn-free, distraction-free version of Safari where you ask it a question, it gives you an answer, and it gives you a monitored answer. Sure, you lose out on some of the details that Safari has, but at the same time, it is a very crystal clear answer. And again, you can always go to the computer if you need to do some deeper research. So, those were the apps I deleted. I was on my phone 15 hours a day. What happened following immediately after? I'm embarrassed to admit it. I sat on my phone doing nothing. Kind of like an ex-smoker just fidgeting with something in his hands, having a lollipop in his mouth because he has to have something to do. I felt drained. I felt irritable. For a day or two, the dopamine flow in my brain being stopped like that, it was miserable. I allowed myself to get on my phone, but there was nothing on my phone, and I wasn't going to allow myself to download any apps. I said, can't download anything other than like a utility. It can't be any form of entertainment. I have my computer. And sure enough, my computer screen time did increase a little bit. I started playing some games on my computer, and I started doing stuff on my computer some. But that's okay. It's okay to have games. But I will say, my screen time in the next 2-3 days dropped to an hour and 40 minutes. From 15 hours to an hour and 40 minutes. That's the results. An hour and 40 minutes. On the computer, maybe another hour, but still, 2-3 hours versus 15 hours? Overnight, without trying really, I went from chronically addicted to feeling great. Which I want to tell you, that's the side effect. On top of now just having my time back and not being so addicted, and I'm waiting for the relapse. It's only been a week. So I'm waiting for the relapse and I'll keep you posted. But once I had that time to myself, the side effects started kicking in. I got bored. And boredom's a really good thing, and I'm telling you, it really is. Because when you let my ADHD brain flow and not have somebody else tell me what to think, but think for something on my own, things start happening. For example, I got really bored and I had some extra wire. I started ripping stuff off the top of my car, which, by the way, I've been finishing and accomplishing my projects. I ripped everything off the top of the car that I had, and there was some metal wire mesh stuff that I had left over, and I strengthened it. I lengthened it out into strings of wire, and then I thought I can do something with this, and I built this cross. I'll admit the first type I had didn't work, so I ended up building it again, but man, I'm actually proud of this thing. And I don't know, do you guys, maybe it's just a tiny little trinket, but I custom built that chain, I custom built that cross, and I thought, I really am actually kind of proud of this. Wouldn't have never done it. I've ended up doing so many different projects and just feeling so much better. I used to get tired. I used to be on my phone for 8 hours and then get tired, exhausted. I'm not exhausted anymore. It's, 2, 3 in the morning right now, and I'm wide awake. I know I shouldn't be, but I've just been, working on different projects and everything. I've been productive today. On top of that, I'm hanging out with people again. It got to the point where I was so addicted to my phone that I would hang up on somebody. I'd say, hey, I gotta go, bye. Hang up with them just to watch another video. I don't know if it's my ADHD, but I have no control over my body. The best thing I can do is accidentally be healthy by simply avoiding certain situations. For example, you can't watch porn if you don't have Safari. You can't watch YouTube videos if you don't have YouTube. I'm being real with you guys. That is the main thing that's changed for me. Again, I'll keep you posted. I'll do all that whatnot. Just wanted to show you guys what I've learned over the last 2 weeks. I really think I found a solution here. And I encourage everybody to do this. Delete anything under the category of entertainment. Say, what do I need my phone for? My phone should be for calling, texting, GPS, maybe a few other simple utility tools like a camera. And that should be it. I have a computer at home for these things. Reclaim your time.